Hainan is well on its way to turning itself into a paragon for China's opening up to the outside world, with the entire island set to enter independent customs operations before the end of 2025. How is Hainan preparing for such a mammoth undertaking? Join me today as we go on a tour around Yangpu, where the latest policies of the Hainan Free Trade Port are put through their paces. In December 2021, the CPC Hainan Provincial Committee made the decision to merge Danzhou and Yangpu into one, giving rise to the Danzhou-Yangpu Economic Circle. In May 2022, the DYEC was given the important mission of being a testing ground for Hainan Free Trade Port policies, where new policies would first be implemented before being put into effect across Hainan. The road to independent customs operations starts right here. But before we get started, there's something I need to share with you. Have you ever wondered how independent customs operations will work? It will all rely on a key import management system known as free flow through the first line and strict control at the second line. The Yangpu bonded port zone, where I am now, is where the system is being tested. But what exactly are the first and second lines? Let me explain. The first line refers to the international border between Hainan and the rest of the world, through which goods will be able to flow freely. The second line refers to the internal border between Hainan and the rest of the Chinese mainland. Goods that travel across this second line border will be treated as imports. And with this system in place, international trading will be made much simpler. Now, a star of the system is the zero tariff on value-added processed goods policy, the first of its kind in China. This is the Hainan Oscar International Oils and Grains Company, the first company in the zero tariff on value-added processed goods policy pilot program. Under this policy, Oscar had already processed over 350,000 tons of raw materials by the end of 2022, saving the company a whopping 150 million yuan. The policy allows raw materials to first be processed in the Yangpu bonded port area. Goods made with these raw materials that increase the value of the initial raw materials by over 30% can be sold within China's borders without paying any customs tariffs. Now, this greatly reduces the costs for companies selling their products on the domestic market, and in turn also makes the products more competitive. And it's arguably one of the most lucrative of the Hainan Free Trade Ports policies. By October 2022, the total value of goods sold domestically under this policy reached 2.534 billion yuan, saving companies here over 209 million yuan. Currently, the pilot program is being expanded from the small slice of Yangpu to the entire Yangpu development zone and Hainan's other key industrial parks in a further test of the policy prior to island-wide independent customs operations, benefiting even more local Hainan companies. The zero tariff policy is the focus of free trade port policy stress testing here in the DYEC. Through the 3 zero tariff lists, Yangpu Customs allows companies to import raw production materials, vehicles, yachts, and production equipment without paying any tariffs. 8 innovative policies, including immediate release of goods through customs and unilateral customs declaration, have been implemented with promising results. By October 2022, Yangpu's total zero tariff imports were valued at 10.99 billion yuan, saving local companies 1.882 billion yuan. The DYEC is currently in the process of expanding its policy pilot area, both geographically beyond its 2.24 square kilometer Yangpu bonded ports area, and also into a greater number of sectors. Now, today's tour has shown me just how critical the DYEC is to the future of the Hainan Free Trade Port and how much responsibility it has to shoulder, but I have very high hopes for its development. As Hainan prepares for island-wide independent customs operations in 2025, I can't wait to see how Hainan's tomorrow unfolds here in the DYEC.